Hello guys, Robert1 here, and today we have a bloody big news drop on us. We got the new summoning mechanic and the new rules for the game and map changes and all of that stuff, so this video is essentially talking about that. We've got a big drop on us, and I think I've got my head around what the new summoning mechanic is, so I'll give you my best explanation of that. So this will also be telling you how to do link summons and stuff. Yes, it's called link summoning. Also, we've got big changes to the monster zones, big changes to the whole map layout. It's just like, I think people are gonna have to have double maps now, like with all these changes. So yeah, let's just get straight into this because it's bloody big. So we'll talk about link summoning as well. We'll talk about the new link monster Yugioh Talker first. So I'm using Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization's page because they've got all the information, all the facts on them right now. So, and they've all translated. So yeah, I'll leave a link to this in the description below as well if you want to take a look at it. But let's get straight into this. So, introducing link summoning and changes to the dual field as well as pendulum summons. Oh god, tons of new mechanics. Okay, so Decode Talker. Decode Talker is a Dark Cybers type, so they're adding a new type, just like they did last time with Worms. Link Effect Monster, so they're Link monsters. It needs 3 Link monsters to make. Its materials, 2 or more effect monsters. So we'll get more into that once we talk about its effects first. This card gains 500 attack for each monster linked to it. Now, I'm guessing that's what you use to make it. So if you use two monsters to make it, it gains 1,000 attack points. So yeah. When an opponent's card effect that targets a card you control is activated, you contribute 1 monster your opponent's linked to. You contribute 1 of your monsters linked to this card, negates that activation, and if you do, destroy it. This card has 2,300 attack and no defense points. The link monsters have no defense points whatsoever. You cannot set them. They're just always in attack. And yeah, so that's very interesting. To get into more of this, let's get into the next things that will tell us how to link summon, and then I'll give my full opinion on it. So, further information, look at those distinctive link map markers. Use these markers to develop brand new strategies, yada yada yada. Just stuff from the just stuff from the magazine that came out in. These cards go in the extra deck, so maybe they'll boost the extra deck space to 20 now. Who knows? So there are 2 ways to link summon according to the magazine. Send materials to the graveyard equal to the link number. So you could send 3 monsters to the graveyard and then summon it onto the board, or 2. Or you can use link summons. You can link summon something from your extra deck by sending the same number of monsters that meet the materials requirements written in the card's effect box, whose total number equal to the link number from the field to the graveyard. Decrease the materials by using link monsters. Link monsters are treated as the same number of materials as its link number. However, to use them, you must match the requirements written on the card. So I'm guessing if you have a link monster, which is a link of 3, and a normal effect monster, and the link monster you're trying to summon is a level needs 4 links, you can send the link of level 3 plus the 1 monster to the graveyard to then link summon the Link 4 monster. That's what I kind of get from this, I believe. Okay, so it has a little explanation. In the case of Decode Talker, you can use either 3 effect monsters or 1 link monster, 2 effect monsters, and which is 1 link, 2 effect or use 1 link, 2 effect monsters, and 1 effect monster. So you use a link 2 of 1 link 2 effect monster and then 1 effect monster. Okay. So that's kind of what the gist of it is, I'm guessing. The only problem I get with this is how do you work it with pendulum summoning? But we'll probably see something in that in the later on. But let's just give you a full explanation of how to link summon first. So you have 3 monsters on your board. You can send those 3 monsters to the graveyard, and this is without the pendulum summoning because I'm not 100% sure on the pendulum summoning yet. I would believe it worked the same, but they would go to the extra deck. But that's just something I would expect. And then you can link summon the monster with the 3 monsters you would send, and the link monster would be summoned. But there are new zones as well, so we'll have to get into that as well. So yeah, link summoning works like that essentially. And these monsters cannot be set, turned to defense position, so you can't Book of Moon them, Book of Eclipse them, anything like that. So the mat is going to have new zones as well, which is just crazy. Change that Decode Talker to a mat. So let's see what Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization said. Pay attention to the directions of the link markers. Okay, zones pointed to by each link marker, and the cards in them will be affected by the link monster. And this will create new strategies. Okay. They have no defense. Link monsters have no defense points. Yada yada yada. I just explained that. The newly created extra deck monster zones. So, yeah, whenever you link summon or extra deck summon, the link monster will always go into the extra deck monster zone. But if you've done this and you want to then say XC summon, fusion summon, or anything like that, you are able to put the extra deck monster into the monster zones, basically of the diagonal points. So if you have a link monster in the extra deck monster zone, then you can put a extra deck monster. Then you can summon an extra deck monster in the either middle. Say you forgot it in the right link zone. You can put an extra deck monster in the middle zone or the far right zone. So you can do that. I believe that's what this says. But let's just see what Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization actually said. When a duel begins, neither extra deck monster zone is considered to belong to a specific player. So no one has an extra deck zone yet. These zones are completely free for anyone. So yeah, you could be like summon 2 link monsters, you now control both zones. Your opponent can't have an extra deck, pretty broken. When a player special summons a monster to one of them, that zone then becomes treated as part of the player's field. So that zone will become your field as soon as you take it, and the other then becomes treated as the other player's field. So basically, you cannot take each zone. You can only have 1 zone from this, I believe. The tactics of a duel will change drastically depending on who can grab an extra deck monster zone first. An extra deck monster can only be special summoned to the extra deck monster zone, but if you special summon a link monster to one of the extra deck zones first, you can utilize it to its max potential. So as I said, you can special summon any extra deck monster to the extra deck zone. But once you've summoned a link monster there, you can then summon them to either of the 2 zones on the diagonals to it. So middle zone or far right zone if you've already got 1 link monster in the right link monster zone. So yeah, that's how that works. There's more information here as well. Extra deck monsters like Fusion Synchro and Link monsters cannot be summoned to the main monster zone. Beware. So they cannot be summoned straight to there. You have to then first summon a Link monster. At least that's what I believe I'm getting at. Like, you can't just summon an Xyz monster straight into the monster zone, because that's now the main monster zone. You have to summon it into the extra deck zone first, then you are then able to summon it into the main monster zone if you are capable of doing it. What has the monster zone? So the monster zone is now the main monster zone. The pendulum zones have also been moved. They are now the far left and far right spell and trap card zones. So you can put your pendulum cards there instead. Can also still be treated as spell and trap card zones, so you don't have to worry about that for you trap deck users. But it does hurt decks like Clay Demise now, because you can only set like 3 spell and trap cards, then have your scales. But yeah, so pendulum decks now kind of change up a bit. I don't think this article has anything either about where if you can pendulum summon extra deck monsters into the main monster zones or into the extra deck zones. I don't know yet, but we'll find out as we go along. You can use it as a normal spell and trap card zone, but when you place pendulum cards there, it is treated as yep. Okay, so the zone pointed out that the Link monsters can be used to bring out extra monsters. Yep, so as I said, the diagonals or anything like the Link monster points up can summon extra monsters to it. So, yeah, I believe that's what it is. I'll just give it a quick read to be 100% sure. Although extra monsters can only... So I'll read the organization's thing. Although extra monsters can only be summoned to the extra monster zone normally, if you have a Link monster in your extra monster zone, the zones pointed at the Link monster, the Link markers, can be used to summon extra monsters. So if you get out a Link summon quickly enough, yeah, I already said this, you can Synchro, Fusion, or Xyz in succession. Of course, you can summon another Link monster in one of these zones. So you can also Link summon into the monster zones if you already have a Link monster in there, in the extra deck monster zone. So you're basically going to want to get a Link monster in that extra deck zone as quick as possible. Of course, you can summon another Link monster in one of these zones. So if you play your cards right, you can fill your entire main monster zones with extra monsters. Okay, so what I'm getting is, if you've got the monsters if you've got a Link monster pointing diagonally, because of this is what I believe, then you can summon them diagonally. But if your Link monster is only pointing down, you have to summon a Link monster. You have to summon another Link monster in that spot that's pointing both ways. So you have to have multiple Link monsters to actually be able to summon multiple extra deck monsters from the looks of it. So that's kind of interesting, I suppose, but it's going to make things like... I say this mechanic's going to make things like the True Kings, the True Kings, and any deck like your Senjus and Kaijus just be really broken now, because they don't really need extra deck spaces, so that's really interesting. I just need to take another look at Link Driver to be sure where its Link zones are. Yeah, so Link Talker, the new Link monster has diagonals, so it will be able to summon into 2 diagonal spots. Okay. So yeah, I was right on that. So wherever the markers point on the monster bit, that's where you can summon extra monsters. Okay, so where was I? Of course you can summon another Link monster in one of your zones. So I believe I read this already. The new metagame will require careful consideration of where to place monsters. Okay. So that's all for the article, other than a couple of rulings, so, like you can't Book of Moon anything. If you say for Monster Reborn an extra monster from the graveyard, you can summon it to the main monster zone. So yeah. So this new summoning mechanic and the field spells just changed completely. It hasn't said anything about the pendulum summoning, so I assume pendulum summoning will be the same, where you can just pendulum summon 5 monsters to your main monster zones now. This is just really big for the game, and I really, really think this is a big change for the game. Like, this will change a lot of things in the game. It will not be the same Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. This game is drastically going to change now, because it means no one can play decks like Quasar anymore, for instance, with this sort of thing, because you really need a lot of synchro summoning with that. So those decks just die out. So Dark Synchro will die. Tellarknights will probably die out as well. Shadows will never be good again, even if they got Construct back. Like, a lot of decks are just going to die out for this, so I would say the best decks are the ones made Metal Foes, maybe Klee if you go that way, your Senjus, Kaijus, all these decks that just don't rely on the extra deck and don't rely on just summoning big monsters from the extra deck are going to be amazing. So yeah, guys, if you want to get any of these decks, I suggest you do, because Pendulum decks will be the best decks with considering this new mechanic, and it's just going to really change the game in general. Because if they don't change Pendulum in any way, shape, or form, Pendulum decks will definitely just dominate the format, and it's really interesting. But yeah, guys, tell me what you think of Link Summoning in the comment section below. I will leave a link to the Yu-Gi-Oh organization's board. And it's like, this is a really interesting mechanic, guys, so yeah, so tell me what you think. I'll have a discussion with you. If you have any questions, I can tell you anything, because I think I've gotten the whole grasp of this link summoning thing now, just from making this video and from trying to research it a bit before. But yeah, guys, if you guys want more information, just go to the Yu-Gi-Oh organization or ask me. I can give you a full rolling sort of thing on it. And yeah, guys, so tell me what you think in the comment section below. Tell me if you think this new Link Summoning is going to just destroy the game, because I feel like this is really going to reset the game in general. This is a better way than just making life points 12,000. But yeah, guys, this is some interesting stuff right here. Just remember, guys, like, comment, and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. I'm ending it now, guys, because I'm just going to keep rambling on if I carry on. So yeah, again, like, comment, subscribe. And press the notification button to be notified of my videos. And yeah, guys, just tell me anything you want in the comment section below, because I'll gladly have a discussion about this with you. So, but yeah, let's end the video now. So remember to like for more videos, comment for more comments so I can have a discussion with this about you. Subscribe for more videos like the likes. And press the notification button, and I'll give you a shout in the next video if you tell me you did it in the comment section below. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. This is going to be an interesting game now, I think. It's going to change really big. But yeah, guys, this has been a long enough video. Thanks for watching. Robert1, signing out. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. And check out the links in the description for the previous video, and the link to my Facebook page where you can see previous videos that I've posted there, and any other information that I may have posted there. I hope to see you guys next time, and thanks for watching.